fans in Baton Rouge line Stadium Drive, and down Victory Hill come the Tigers, and Coach O leading the Tiger Walk into Death Valley. The fans from Georgia have been barking in the bayou for days. Kirby Smart knows as a player at Georgia and then a coach here how intimidating this place can be, especially for his quarterback, Jake Fromm. 103,000 will be fired up. Jason Aldean, get us started.
Welcome to Tiger Stadium, Death Valley. It's the Dogs versus the Tigers. Let's go! We're just getting warmed up, just getting started, already fired up. Yeah, this party ain't nothing like it round here, going down out here. Get it warmed up and get it started. Get it in there! Touchdown! You need a good time, well I brought it.
Here comes Brosa.
In the air if you want it. Who's setting it off? You know that's us. You already know we getting warmed up. We're just getting warmed up.
Touchdown, Terry Godwin.
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up.
Touchdown, Tigers.
We're just getting warmed up. The Home Depot SEC on CBS. The best game from the best conference.
And with that, the Home Depot SEC on CBS brings us indeed to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And our matchup, East against West, the Georgia Bulldogs and the Tigers of LSU. As you take a look at the standings in the SEC, we're at the midway point of the season, so the standings matter now. Georgia trying to keep a leg up on Kentucky and Florida. LSU trying to keep pace with Alabama in the West. You can hear in the background the fireworks are starting already. The stadium starting to shake. The Tigers take the field. We'll check in with Jamie and kick it off in Baton Rouge when we come back.
Here we go again.
It certainly has been a lot of hype.
Matchup of SEC Titans.
Been waiting for this. Let's go.
We can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Sing it like an old we have our parties. Sing it on top like a champion. Keep it slow, give it like
Here comes the number 2 team in the country, the defending SEC champion Georgia Bulldogs. Kirby, of course, was a player for Georgia in games here. He was an assistant coach under Nick Saban here. And the two quarterbacks getting set. 31st meeting all time that dates back to 1928. We finally have a game under 90. 83 right now. It's a beautiful day in Baton Rouge.
I think you can already add 10 degrees just for the intensity in the crowd.
If you go back 32 years in the last 14 meetings, virtually dead even. Georgia won the toss and deferred, so Rodrigo Blankenship will tee it up. Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Nick Brossette wait back at the goal line for LSU. For the 45th time out of 48 kicks by Rodrigo Blankenship, a touchback, and out come the Tigers to the 25. Empty backfield for Burrow on 2nd down and 8. The quick throw is complete. Jamar Chase chased out of bounds by Richard LeCount.
Interesting matchup if you just look at the rushing attack for LSU against the rush defense for Georgia. Georgia not doing well, 8th in the league in yards per rush of attempt. That is not like Georgia in pass. But LSU is 11th in yards per attempt running the ball. It's a matchup that could go either way, probably the key to the game.
They haven't done that well on 3rd down this year, especially last week in the loss to Florida. LSU was 4 out of 17. Here comes a blitz on 3rd and 6. Burrow flushed And down he goes, and there's the sack, and it's DeAndre Walker right on cue.
Boy, that's one thing you don't want your quarterback to do early in a football game, especially against a team that is struggling to sack the quarterback.
Second down and 10. That's Hardman in motion. Here comes a blitz from Devin White from down the middle and complete. And it's Isaac Nauta, the tight end, for a first down.
Takes on number 40 and stones him.
Pick up at 19. Fromm over the middle again. This one's in and out of the hands of Nauta.
Well, Georgia has thrown 2 passes, and Devin White, number 40, their outstanding All-American linebacker, has blitzed both times.
Brings up second down and 10. There's number 40, Devin White. DeAndre Swift in the Georgia backfield. Fromm fakes it to him. Has to throw sidearm and dropped by Swift out in the flat. It'll be third down and 10.
The chess game going on, again, from Georgia's offense to Dave Aranda and his defense is, when do you go man-to-man against this team? They know Georgia loves the deep play-action pass. They burned Vandy last week with it to take the lead when they trailed for the first time all year 7-3. That's the chess game that LSU has to have. When do you keep that free safety deep?
Georgia's been good on third down this year, but they'll have to earn this one. Third and 10 from deep sideline streak, and just over the hands of Mecole Hardman. It would have been a touchdown had he pulled it in.
You know, we saw that in the Tennessee game. Remember, Fromm missed a few deep throws that he had chances to get early touchdowns. Mecole Hardman is hard to overthrow, but this time he did. Obviously, if you put that on him, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, he's still running.
Absolutely.
If that's a yard shorter, brings up a punting situation.
Well, this is one of the best atmospheres in college football. This is my first time around the SEC, so I am learning about LSU, but how about the way that Georgia fans travel? We saw it last year when they went to South Bend to that Notre Dame game. It was a sea of red. You could barely tell you were in Indiana. Now you come to this game today. LSU told us 6,000 tickets were allotted for Georgia fans. They sold those out immediately. Now that secondary market is where it's at. You're seeing lots of pockets of red. By the way, New Orleans not too far away. They had a parade on Bourbon Street this morning, guys.
I got a text from Archie Manning this morning. He said, Ness, the whole city's red and black. Play action for Burrow on first down. Has time, running out of it. And the late throw. Nobody home over there except Tyson Campbell.
He's very fortunate he threw a knuckleball that time, because if it would have been stroked as good as he could have, it would have been intercepted. Here we go. Remember, last time in third down, he kind of fed the Sharks with a sack. That's got to be demoralizing for the offensive line. Can he throw it with timing, Joe Burrow?
Georgia creeping up there like they might blitz. Delayed blitz. Burrow throws complete and first down.
Great effort.
Terrence Marshall, as Gary said, second effort, got the last 2 yards he needed.
This is what I'm talking about. You got money, and then the effort to make the first down.
Now it's a run blitz, and that doesn't pay off because Brissett just rambles out for 11 more for the Tigers.
Great block that time by Adrian McGee, number 73, taking on the blitzing linebacker. 73, watch him take on, gets Patrick, number 6, in the hole, and they run right behind him.
And now it's play action and deep ball for Burrow. What a catch by Marshall again. Freshman on freshman, he beat Tyson Campbell.
Early in the game last week, he had one just like that, and Jefferson dropped it. This time, they make him pay. Last week, it was nothing big. It was a bunch of little things that beat LSU.
Burrow to the end zone. Jump ball knocked down.
Yeah, there's that guy again.
DeAndre Baker, the guy Gary talked about in the open.
Yeah, if you're going at him, you better run a great route with a perfect throw. Now, anybody's being capable of being beaten, but if you better do it at a high level, because Baker has seen it all. He's been in this league. He's took the battles. He's gotten beat a few times, and he comes back ready to play.
The completion percentage against him is like 34% for opposing quarterbacks. So they don't pick on that side very often. Big third down and 5 here in the red zone for LSU. Burrow Throws late across the middle, incomplete. And he was getting some heat. The closest guy was Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but Robert Beal, I think with the late pressure, got to Burrow.
Watch Jawan Taylor, inside linebacker, take away the play. They're going to try to run the back into the middle. He walls them off. Not going to get there. Nobody to throw to. Tremendous play, inside linebacker. That's your job. Do not get beat inside. Forced to throw to the outside. He did his job.
Cole Tracy, who's been almost perfect this year. We saw him with the game winner at Auburn. This will be a 33-yard field goal attempt, and it's up and good. So the Tigers got a long pass down to the 20-yard line. Georgia's defense stiffened, and the Tigers have to settle for 3. Hardman in motion. Elijah Holyfield, big opening off the right side, and Holyfield with a stiff arm down the sideline. Big gainer for number 13 before he's run out of bounds, but there's a flag down. James Carter is our referee.
Holding. Offense number 79. 2-yard penalty. First down.
Isaiah Wilson, the right tackle, negates a 28-yard pickup. Georgia backed up to its own 15-yard line now. DeAndre Swift, and he found an opening. Great move there to plant his foot and get out back across the 25 near the 27.
Well, remember the first drive, Georgia started running on the first play of the game. Then they threw 4 consecutive passes. You could see they went back to the bench, and Jim Chaney says, we're going to find out if we can run the ball.
And they did successfully that time with Swift, who was expected to be the star in the backfield for Georgia this year, but quite frankly, it's been Holyfield that's been the better of the two. Swift has been a little bit injured here and there. He's healthy now and showed it on that run. Trips to the top of the screen, but it's a draw play to Swift right up the middle. DeAndre Swift broke a tackle at the 35 and all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Boy, he is special. He had problems with his groin at the beginning of the year. He just didn't seem to have that explosiveness that he had before. But that time, Charlie Warner, number 89, again got on number 40. That seems to be circled in the Georgia game plan, is make sure we get a hat on their best player, Devin White.
So Swift's last 2 carries for 12 and then 18, and now it's back to Holyfield up the middle, and Elijah, runs over John Battle. He won that battle. The champ is here.
He runs angry.
He does.
Again, watch the linebacker get taken out of the play, Devin White. Beautiful job by the offensive line. Actually, both inside linebackers block. You can run the ball pretty effectively when your offensive line handles both of the inside linebackers.
Remember when Holyfield out, Swift back in. 2nd down and 8, Georgia at the LSU 36. All 3 receivers to Fromm's right. They're going to go right back to the draw play. If it ain't stopped, keep doing it.
Absolutely. Listen, we were at the game. Georgia watched the game. Florida ran for over 200 yards against this defense. 2 deep safeties, I think they'll run.
And they will. Holyfield trying to get to the edge. Does. Another good gain and another collision back there with John Battle. Battle's going to have nightmares about number 13 right now. Let's see if it's going to be an 8th straight run. It will be, and it's a first down run again by DeAndre Swift as he's got it inside the 15. From play action, plenty of time, scans the field, goes to the end zone and overshot. Mecole Hardman incomplete.
Well, write this down for later, because on that play, Terry Godwin came out open, wide open on the play. Watch the top of the screen. Okay, runs a route, kind of a stutter, and into the inside. Look how open he is on the play. That will be noticed, marked, and remembered.
Fromm looked that way to start and then came back to the near side, and now it's 3rd down and 9. Georgia can get a first down just inside the 5-yard line. Nauta, the tight end, in a slot on the right. Fromm loads, fires, in and out of the hands to Mecole Hardman, and again it was Kerry Vincent on the coverage.
So both defenses answer the bell. You move the ball between the 20s, but you got to make the perfect throw near the goal line. And that was not a perfect throw. It had to be low away from the defender, and it was too high to handle.
Big Fromm was looking for a flag, and none showed. And that means Rodrigo Blankenship in to attempt a 31-yard field goal. 9 of 11, as you see, on the season. From the left hash to try to tie the game, and it's a fake, and it's Blankenship trying to carry it. Down he goes. Devin White.
Well, Kirby tried to play a Les Miles play.
The fake field goal, all for naught. LSU takes over with a big defensive stop. Here, Georgia went 59 yards in 12 plays and didn't get any points out of it. Fake field goal went awry.
I think Kirby had the exact look he wanted, but a great individual heads-up play by LSU.
So the Tigers worked from their own 16. Edwards-Helaire behind Burrow will get the call, and Georgia all over that play.
Let me show you things you can't teach as a coach. Some guys just got it. Here's Greedy Williams right here, and there's Grant Delpit. That's the look they want. Two aggressive players coming off the edge. But Delpit smells it right away, looks back, and gets outside, and then forces the player inside. You know that.
There's the reaction outside. I don't know if those guys sold their tickets to the Georgia fans, but they're having fun anyway.
So they made money in watching the game.
Burrow down the middle, complete to the tight end Moore, and he's got a first down. Foster Morrow with a big first down catch.
Pass for a touchdown.
Well, they've been behind for a few minutes now. They're going to hand it off to Kirkland. And a little jet sweep. Georgia saw that coming, and Tay Crowder has a couple of tackles so far in this series.
Yeah, and Walter Grant, number 84, did a good job. His job, again, is set the edge. Turn the play in. Watch him come upfield, know where his help is, and force it back inside of the linebacker.
Got about a yard, and that's it. There's the time this season. 15 seconds coming in and almost 8 minutes now. Third down at 4. That's Jefferson in motion. Burrow throws out to him, complete for a first down.
There's nothing else to do. You study your game plan, you get ready to play again.
He's going to keep it. Had an option to pitch it, kept it. He's a tough runner, a good runner. Had a good game there.
Well, when we talked to Steve Emsinger about how he wanted to attack Georgia, he said we have to find ways to stretch this defense out horizontally. We have to be able to run the ball wide. How do they do it?
Georgia blitz is here. Burrow fires far side. Another nice pitch and catch. Jamar Chase. That's his third grab of the day already for the freshman out of Metairie, Louisiana.
I think DeAndre Baker down here on the bottom is going to go, will they ever throw another one my way?
They threw one that way and he knocked it down.
Exactly. And what that does is it allows the defense, Mel Tucker's defense on Georgia, to slant and roll your coverage away from him.
Edwards-Helaire, first down, and he busts into the secondary. Edwards-Helaire in a foot race. Inside the 10-yard line. J.R. Reed saved a touchdown. What a way for the quarter to come to a close. LSU with a lead, and they'll have a first and goal to start the second quarter. We'll return to Baton Rouge after this message and a word from your local station.
So now we've talked about how do you run the ball against Georgia? Do you have to involve your quarterback in this play?
Burrow under center. Jefferson in motion. It's just Brissett off left tackle, and he takes everybody in with him. Or did he?
They say no. I thought the push
he was
got
in.
across.
Apparently it's 4th and goal. I don't think Coach Orgeron agrees.
I would take a timeout here.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line taking the timeout.
Joe Burrow wanted to run the sneak right there, but the reason Coach O called the timeout is he wanted to get a replay of it.
James Carter will make it official for us.
Here's a call.
The ruling on the field stands. The runner was short of the goal line. LSU will not be charged a timeout and will still have one challenge remaining.
So back comes the offense. Georgia's defense still huddled around Kirby Smart over on the far sideline. One of the biggest contingents of Georgia fans is right over there in the corner of that end zone. So they'll be screaming for their defense. Meanwhile, LSU is inches away from the Dogs' goal line. Remember, Joe Burrow is 6'4" and about 218 pounds. And it's his call, and he's in. Touchdown, LSU. Unless the ball was out.
The ball came loose, but probably after he crossed the line.
Joe Burrow with a touchdown on 4th and inches. And for him, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. An 18-yard pickup, so he's going to have to pick it up. Fakes it to Brian Harrion. Going to go deep on 1st down and overshot his intended receiver, Jeremiah Holloman.
Let's just go back to that last drive by Georgia when they got down there before the fake field goal. They had runs, remember, with Holyfield. They had runs of 12, 18, 17, 7, 8, and 5 yards. And they come down here on 1st down and throw the ball again.
Harrion stays in there. He's basically Georgia's 3rd tailback. Here comes a blitz from getting heat. A wobbler had it tipped in the air. Harrion caught it, but very little gain. Devin White was the guy with the pressure on Fromm.
He continues to blitz him from his linebacker position.
The last thing Georgia wants after giving up a touchdown is a 3-and-out on their next series. They've got to get 9 here. Fromm fires incomplete, and it is a 3-and-out. Greedy Williams in the coverage.
And LSU, that loves to play man, drops and plays deep zone coverage that time. Middle of the field is covered by the robber in the middle. Nowhere to throw the ball. Get it to the outside. If he'd have thrown it correctly, it would have been intercepted. He had to throw it away.
With surgery yesterday. Buddy, we miss you. Get well soon. And I know you're watching. And we'll try to carry on without you. Joe Burrow to throw on deep middle. Jefferson wide open. Justin Jefferson inside the 20. Still fighting for yards. LSU's offense on fire right now.
Well, when you find a receiver, goes in motion, nobody follows him, and then Georgia messes up. Hand signals did not work. They were signaling to each other, and both of them thought the other guy had him. You got him, I'll take him.
Now LSU goes hurry up with Brissett, who got a couple. That was a 60-yard gain, a 50-yard gain to the 20.
Boy, that is the worst breakdown. If you're a coach or a fan of Georgia, they put one guy in motion. It's like motion 101, and you completely bust it.
And they've got another one here, 3rd down and 7. Here comes Walker. Got to Burrow, and Burrow had to just get rid of it.
Well, he had a screen pass on, so he was willing to retreat and wait. But the back never got freed up. Brissett was running the screen. He's going, please, please, get out there. And just about a half-yard short, that would have been a walk-in. You know, against the blitz, if you are able to get the ball to the guy, it goes to the house.
So DeAndre Walker, who had a sack earlier with the pressure that blew that play up, and it forces a Cole Tracy field goal attempt. This one will be from about 36 yards once they spot it down. The kick is perfect. So tack on 3 more. 13-point lead for LSU with 11:22 to go in the half. Another 3rd down and 4 for Georgia. Fires deep on the sideline over here. Terry Godwin looking for a flag. There is no flag.
I think Jake Fromm was confused again. Dave Aranda, who's known as a man-to-man coach, defensive coordinator, they went deep zone again, and Georgia had no answer for it. Fromm started on the right side of the field, went to the left, and the receiver and the quarterback were not on the same page. And he's lucky he didn't get it picked off.
2nd and 10. Edwards Elair looking for room. Georgia's going to stretch it out and drop him at the line of scrimmage if not a loss. And Richard LeCount and DeAndre Baker are there to meet him. Georgia edging up there as though they may blitz on 3rd down and 9. They back out of it. Burrow rolling away from the pressure. He's going to keep it all the way here. Can he get there? I don't think so. Into his own bench. About a half-yard shy, I think.
And J.R. Reed, number 20, had the angle on him coming up. He was looking at the down marker. He was trying to get to the edge and running for it. Reed right here is going to be the guy that comes out from the secondary and runs him down. Now, does he get across the line? I thought he was short. The ball was way short.
They're going to go for it, Gary.
Yep. Or try to draw him off sides. You cannot give Georgia the ball right here.
That's for sure. Kirby is going a little bit crazy on the sideline.
I thought it was like 1.5 yards short.
Burrow, I don't know. They stand him up. He might not have gotten this.
I don't think so. He'd have to get a favorable spot to get there. First of all, they got a favorable spot to begin with before they went for it on 4th down.
No, if they put it there, it's a first down.
It is. Woo, that is wrong. You got a 13-0 lead here, and if you give Georgia the ball back right there, it tightens the game up fast.
No doubt. They're going to bring the chain gang out, I think, to look at this just to make sure. And I don't think Kirby Smart likes the spot either. He's down there talking to the chain gang.
Get a measure.
I should say the official that coming out with the chain gang.
Well, they'll be. Watch the play before on the spot. When he goes out of bounds, I think he's about 1 yard short.
First down. Well, they'll replay that one 1 million times for sure, but LSU keeps the ball. Gutsy move on 4th.
The play they use him for. Wall off and throw the slant.
Another 3rd down for LSU. They come back the other way to Dillon, and he's got a first down. Reed trying to rip the ball out of there. Makes the tackle, but it's another Tiger first down.
But since then, he's played a football.
Back in Georgia territory at the 45. Play action. Burrow wants a big one. Deep. Just over Dillon's outstretched arms.
Man.
So a nice mix of run and pass for LSU on this series. 2nd and 10 at the Georgia 45. Edwards Elair finally got to the edge. He's been trying that all day. Nice run there. Great stiff arm about 7 yards into that run.
Foster Morrow, number 18, came around with a good block, and then to finish off the run by Elair. Watch 18, help. Oh, good handoff by Charles that time, 77. Great block.
This time he's hit at the line of scrimmage by Rochester, the nose tackle.
And we're back to 4th down, and LSU owns 4th down.
Especially 4th and 1. They like this.
They had the fake field goal. They've owned it.
He's in the shotgun this time, though. Well, didn't matter. Edwards-Helaire into the secondary, and it's inside the 20 for the Tigers again.
Well, you know how impressive this is? That's 4 fourth-down wins. Jacob Hester is impressed from the 2007 game when they had 5 fourth down that they made against Florida in that game.
Burrow, play action, going for all of it in the corner. Incomplete, intended for Marshall. Campbell was covering.
Georgia substituted with 5 fresh players.
2nd and 10. I thought there was a false start, but I guess not. Burrow in trouble, and he's going to go down.
Oh, man, and maybe out of field goal range, too. Everything that could go wrong went wrong on that play, and Georgia took advantage of it.
Holding. Offense number 77. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Well, he didn't get the false start, but he did get the hold.
You know, it was going to be a screen pass. Jonathan Ledbetter, number 13, defensive end for Georgia, read it, grabbed the receiver, did a great job of reading the play and throwing it up. Watch Ledbetter, number 13, right there, read it, retreat into it, and Burrow had nowhere to go with the ball. You got to throw it right at his feet. You got to give me 3rd and 10, and you got to stay in field goal range on that play.
A loss at 12, so it's 3rd and 22. Burrow with a 4 wideout grouping in the shotgun here. They're going to keep it on the ground with Burrow, and Burrow, he gets some of that back into field goal range.
Absolutely. Be about a 38-yarder now. Good job by Burrow, keeping it, knowing what he had to do. He made the mistake, and he fixed the mistake.
Cole Tracy, 2 for 2 already today. This one from 39, just inside the left upright. So Cole Tracy's been dead on most of the season. This one he had to have a little English there at the end, but he adds to the LSU lead.
No, Kirby has been grouchy all year to go 6-0. Now you're losing, and now you know your team's a little in trouble, so now you're being nice. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Remember, Oklahoma last year, we were down 31-14. We kicked the field goal before the end of the half. We got back in the game.
Justin Fields is on the field for Georgia. This was his first snap. And another freshman there joins him in the backfield, James Cook. Brian Herring broke one tackle, not going to get away from the next one. Going to be a loss of about a half yard on the play. Fromm comes back in. So that didn't work, and now it's 3rd and 5.
Tell you, Riley Ridley, number 8, is upset. He's looking at the bench. He's shaking his head. He wants the football.
He's probably not the only receiver that would like to get one. Here comes a blitz from the secondary. Fromm's in trouble. Got out of it somehow, and then incomplete to DeAndre Swift, who had about 20 yards of grass in front of him.
Well, I thought he was going to pull it off, didn't you? Delpit was coming off the edge. He had a chance to sack him, number 9. Watch him come from the secondary. Jumps over, grabs him. Fromm gets loose and then shakes into the middle. I thought he had him. And just threw him behind.
And boy, if Swift catches this, it's a big play.
Yeah, Divinity had a chance, Delpit had a chance, and then with a good throw, Georgia had a chance.
Gets it under 10 on the play clock. And down he goes. Georgia got good pressure that time. Keon Richardson and Tyler Clark.
Yeah, but one of the things that Steve Eminger said to us yesterday about Joe Burrow is he has to learn to know when to take a sack.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, if it's not there, a sack is not the worst thing. We got to punt the ball. We got to punt the ball.
Said the other thing you'd like to teach him is how to slide, but he is still working on that one.
Really surprised Kirby Smart is not taking a timeout here, though. He's going to burn another 40 seconds here.
Von Rosenberg actually could have spent some more time before punting that. Mecole Hardman trying to get everybody out of the way. Takes a Georgia bounce and then rolls back in LSU's direction.
They're matched up right now.
And a bad snap. Fromm has to scrape it up, and down he goes at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's still 2nd and 9. Right now they need 3 more yards to keep anything alive here as we approach a minute. Delayed blitz coming. Fromm over the middle, DeAndre Swift.
Great job by Fromm that time. He wanted to go to the right side and throw the ball to Nada. Nada was covered that time by Michael Divinity, number 45, so he came back and hit the crossing route.
A minute to play in the half. Fromm throws it out to Nada.
Same play.
Gets out of bounds. But that's a lot of ifs right now. They're still at the 48-yard line. Fromm running out of time again. Logan giving chase. And he's got to throw it away.
Again, Dave Aranda rushes only 3. He does not have a strong pass rush team. So what does he do? He says, if we don't have a good, strong pass rush, let's not rush him. Let's play coverage. And it has worked for him so far in this game.
Terry Godwin appeared to be open again late in that snap, but Fromm didn't have the time to see him.
Yeah, his eyes got disjointed on that one. He had nowhere to know where he could throw the ball.
3rd down and 5.
3 again.
Fromm, this throw's incomplete and almost picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
He is right, Des. 2 big plays, a 50-yard pass and a 43-yard pass and a long run.
So a surprise happening here in Baton Rouge at halftime, 16-0 as we send it to the Geico halftime report. Here's Zook. John Battle, he won that battle.
Breaks a tackle at the line. He's down the far side hash. 25.
Burrow going to try to sneak it.
Burrow able to burrow his way in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's the reaction of the fans from what they've seen in the first half from their 13th ranked Tigers. All LSU in the first half, 16-0 as we come back in Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge to open up the 3rd quarter. Georgia will get the football first to start the 3rd. And they will work it from the 25-yard line as we welcome you back.
When he was behind in that semifinal championship game.
They're going to need him to repeat that kind of performance. He's going to run with it on 1st down here, and it got leveled after maybe a 2-yard gain. Almost 25 minutes in this game after 15 seconds of trailing coming in. Fromm throws out complete to Hardman, and I think he got the 1st down. Mecole Hardman on the catch.
Remember, the 30-yard line is just like the goal line. Since it was a touchback, if he touches that line, it's a 1st down. No need to measure.
Fromm trying to be heard. He's moving his tight end Charlie Werner from right to left. And that's DeAndre Swift. And Swift, a good run and another 1st down, a pickup of 12 or 13.
Intensity.
He's in there right now behind Fromm on 2nd down and 8. They fake it to him. Fromm, plenty of time, throws complete. This one to Riley Ridley, finally has his first catch of the day, and it's another 1st down. LSU territory at the 36-yard line. Pressure coming off the backside. Fromm knows it, and Logan's got him all wrapped up. First sack of the year for Glenn Logan.
If you talk to LSU's coaching staff, where they think their least like past LSU teams is in pass rush up front. But that time, Glenn Logan won. He beat his man one-on-one. I think it was Cade Mays, the true freshman, that he beat on the play, number 77.
And a loss of 9. Fromm throws complete this time. The Holloman. Well, it's Fromm at the controls right now.
He's 1 for 7 on 3rd down passing.
And this is a long one.
Zone again.
Fromm fires. Got a man out there. That's Miko Hardman at the 20-yard line. That was a long throw.
Sure was.
So Georgia in the red zone are very close. They spot it at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 from play fake to the end zone. Too high and tipped away by Greedy Williams.
That's the confidence of a guy that knows he has that extra step anytime he wants it. He doesn't interfere. Coming right across from the right side of your screen. Watch him cut under the throw and make the play. Beautiful defense.
Talked to Greedy yesterday. He's got those long arms, and he used them effectively right there. Fromm had that long throw to Hardman. Let's see what he comes up with on this 3rd down. He's in trouble. Down he goes. Michael Divinity with a sack.
Wow, what a spin move. He was matched up against Andrew Thomas, the left tackle. Watch him spin his way into the backfield and make the play. Beautiful play on the left side over here. He spins inside, throws Thomas away. That's throwing a guy over 320 pounds away from you and makes the play.
I was going to ask you, had they gained any yardage? Was it 2-down territory? That took all of that away. And now Blankenship will try a 40-yard field goal to finally get Georgia on the board. And the kick is good. So it took Georgia into the 3rd quarter, 6 minutes into the 3rd quarter, to finally get on the scoreboard. Fromm leads the drive that stalls, but they do get 3. 1st and 15. And a little problem in the backfield there. I'm not sure whose it was, but Burrow swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Here's another little thing. Joe Burrow wanted to throw the ball out on a quick screen, an RPO. Watch the receivers. They don't even look. Joe wants to throw the ball out there. There's nothing there. So he says, well, I got to keep it. And there was nothing there.
Had to keep it and eat it, and it's 2nd and 15.
Back-to-back miscues.
Burrow looks deep, now comes back shorter across the middle, complete to Jefferson. Trying to stretch it out to get whatever he can around that 30-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down and about 5.
So here we go. Kirby and Mel Tucker have built this team around winning 3rd down defense. They're one of the last 7 is LSU.
They better get set up. They weren't. Not even in their stances, but maybe it'll pay off for them. Burrow's got to throw, and it is caught by Jefferson.
Wow, what a play. Jefferson had a couple big drops last week, but he's got a couple catches this one.
This is Brissett, and he falls forward. That's the other thing Coach Orgeron was telling us. Our backs have to fall forward like they used to with Fournette and Geis and those guys.
When they watched the films against Florida last week, they told their running backs there were 4 or 5 times when you could have get us an extra yard.
Brissett's got the extra yard there, 1st down.
Flag on the play. I wonder if Georgia has too many players. I don't think Barnett got off the field. LSU went hurry up, and I think they had 12.
There you go.
There he is. He's running off, and it takes him a while.
You're right, Gary. The hurry up is really bothering Georgia. They weren't in their stance earlier.
5-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
You know what? Vanderbilt caught Georgia a couple times in the same thing, forced them into timeouts doing it. And without a substitution there, LSU was free to hurry up and snap it, and they caught him. See if they can do it again.
Jontre Kirkland again in the lineup. Number 13 does a little bit of everything. Right now he's a receiver in the slot. And it's Brissett going the other way. And he's short of the 1st down.
They ran right into the teeth of the blitz that time from Georgia.
Georgia's tailback is in the end zone, DeAndre Swift. Fromm fakes it to him, loads and throws, and almost intercepted by Delpit. Boy, he is quickly becoming one of the top safeties in college football.
Yeah, I think he's there. He made the great play on 4th down on him. This one, he reads it again very quickly and just retreats and one-handed makes the stop. Trust me, this one would have been completed if the guy doesn't have a 36-inch vertical and get his hand on it.
He leads the team in sacks and interceptions. That's a rare combination. Now Fromm is in the end zone in the shotgun as well. 2nd down and 10. Jake throws near sideline. It should have been caught by Hartman, and he dropped it.
Can't throw it any better than that. And Miko knows it. Final time, Nelson.
Not a good spot for Jake Fromm. 3rd down and 10. Four-man rush. Throws. Is it intercepted? Very close to it. Christian Fulton got up with the ball, but I think it's incomplete. And now Devin White pushes Terry Godwin.
Right. It may be he just took it right off his hip.
He says he has it.
Yes. Freshman Christian Fulton, former 5-star player. He's the freshman. Let's see if it hit the ground or not.
Wow.
Boy, I don't know. I don't either. I didn't see it bounce there at all.
The ruling on the field is an interception.
Well, if they ruled it an interception, it's not going to change, I don't think.
Not yet. I got to see one more time with the ball. Does the ball hit the ground right?
Ooh.
I don't see it hitting the ground, do you?
The ruling on the field is an interception. The previous play is under review.
Here's the call.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. 1st down LSU.
What a play. It looked like the ball was going to hit, but he raised it before it hit the ground.
3rd down and a short 2.
Don't
think he got it.
No, I don't either.
Jordan Davis, one of the first guys there from the defensive line.
Yeah, one of those true freshmen that was down on the scout team early in the year and has now come out big tonnage in the middle.
I don't think it matters if it's 4th down or not. Burrow's up the line going, I got this.
And they're 4 for 4.
5 for 5.
So 5 for 5. Remember, one of them we're counting as the fake field goal, and then 4 of them on offense.
Burrow to the corner of the end zone. Jump ball, incomplete, intended for Stephon Sullivan. DeAndre Baker was covering.
Yeah, and I like a good no call this time, too. Can the Georgia defense get a stop?
3rd down and 4. Number 4, Nick Brossette with Burrow in the backfield. Looked over to him, throws it that way.
He's lucky, and he threw it. He's fortunate because he threw it like with his 3rd choice. He had no conviction in that throw at all, and he's lucky he got away with it.
J.R. Reed got a hand on it at the end. Right there.
Yeah, like 6 more inches the other direction, and that would have been a disastrous interception. You have to be conviction when you throw the ball in the end zone. That was like 2nd, 3rd thought.
Cole Tracy will try a 24-yard field goal. He's perfect 3 for 3 today. And he's still perfect. Tack on 3 more for LSU. 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Time is of the essence if you're a Georgia fan. 19-3. Let's see who comes out to the 25 with the rest of the group.
I think it's going to be Justin Fields. Just got a gut feeling it's going to be. It does look like it, yes.
You're right.
Just for a spark, just to give this LSU defense a different look. The trick here is you can't be one-dimensional. Against this good elite defense, you got to force LSU to play pass and run, not just one way.
He only played one snap against Missouri. This is his second snap today, and he got maybe 2 yards, and then he got swarmed under.
And they're basically playing him as a wildcat quarterback. See, I mean, he was back there. They were playing him run all the way, and Fromm comes back on the field.
So he had 2 snaps, 2 runs, and number 11 comes back out.
Yeah, that's not how I'd use him. If I'm going to use him, I'd use him.
Holyfield behind Fromm. Isaac Nauta, the tight end, in motion. Play action. Fromm throws on the sideline. Caught by Nauta, and a first down.
A little wheel route. Had man-to-man coverage from Devin White, number 40, and Devin had no idea where the football was. Isaac Nauta had complete advantage when the ball was in the air.
Nauta, the leading receiver for Georgia today. That's his 3rd catch for 47 yards. And a first down in LSU territory at the 49. Under 2 to play in the 3rd. Late blitz coming from Devin White. Fromm's going deep sideline. And Riley Ridley is looking for a flag. And did he get one? He might have on Greedy Williams. Greedy's saying it wasn't catchable. It might be because he was getting a little greedy over there. Let's see.
Well, when you do it on that bench, you better be good at it, because it'll get caught all the
Pass
time.
interference. Defense, number 29. 15-yard penalty. Correction, spot foul. Automatic first down.
Grabbed his jersey early and kept a hold of it, the face mask even, didn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was an easy one. That could have happened on either bench and would have been called.
So Kirby Smart on the sideline. Georgia first down by penalty. Demetrius Robertson in the lineup for Georgia right now. Here's a flea flicker. Fromm throws on the sideline, and it's Robertson. He hasn't made an appearance since that end around that went for about 82 yards or 72 yards earlier this season for a touchdown.
The transfer from California, you're right. Remember, they've given it to him before. Now they wheel him up the sideline and wide open on the play. No chance. John Battle was supposed to have him, but he didn't have him.
The ruling on the field is a completed pass.
They're going to see if his feet were in bounds,
well,
I think.
He bobbled it just a bit. Let's see if he had control of it before he went out of bounds.
Plus, he was backpedaling as well.
Let's see if we can see the ball being bobbled or not. Not a perfect throw. He had to stop. Oh, does he have his heel out of bounds by the time he secures the catch? 1. Yes, that's going to come back. You see the ball in midair when his left heel comes on the ground. Bobble, catch it, foot out of bounds. It's coming back. That's one. If you're Jim Chaney, the offensive coordinator, you're hitting yourself in the head. You bring them in, you scheme it perfect, you get the matchup, you get a touchdown play.
After review,
nothing.
The receiver bobbled the ball prior to possessing it inbound. Therefore, it'll be second down. The ball will be spotted on hash 5. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1:43. 1:43 on the game clock.
Running out of time in the 3rd quarter here. 3rd down and 6. At the 31 of the Tigers. Georgia in desperate need of a 3rd down conversion.
Zone again.
Fromm looks back to his left, throws short across the middle to Swift. First down.
Nice job by DeAndre Swift that time. Get in front of the quarterback so he can see you. When he rolls out to his right, your job is to get in front of him. The only way you can see him is you work hard to get in front of him, and Swift did just that.
Almost had a face mask at the end of that play. 45 seconds left in the quarter. First down for Georgia at the 23-yard line.
Justin Fields back in the game.
Along with Holyfield in the backfield. And it's Elijah Holyfield. And again, a power run.
Yes.
And he's still going.
And this is the reason I thought they would use Justin Fields this season. Because with him in the game, the running game works better for everybody else. Now you wonder if you stick with Fields, because is he more dangerous inside the 10-yard line with the running quarterback in the game?
He stays in. And he stays in with Elijah Holyfield. Same set.
And remember, LSU's playing him as a tailback.
Holyfield heading to the goal line, end zone, touchdown, Elijah Holyfield.
And I think they got to go for 2 here to make it an 8-point game.
Well, this is a guy that got him there. And another angry run where he takes Delpit and company and Fulton as the last man into the end zone with him.
Jake Fromm's coming in for the 2-point play.
Trying to make it a one-possession game here in the waning seconds of the third quarter. They come up to the line in a hurry. Fromm the pitch. Now it's an end around. And it's DeAndre Swift, and he's short. Devin White made the tackle.
Well, they faked the Philadelphia play from the Super Bowl, and he kept it. It was the fake throwback to the quarterback. Give it a little work, and LSU says, no way, we're not falling for it. You could see anything at 2-point play, and LSU defended it.
Got a fullback in there in an I formation right now, Torrey Carter. The throw's going to be out to Jefferson on a wide-out screen, and J.R. Reed's got that smelled out pretty well.
Good defense.
And that'll bring the third quarter to a close. A big 15 minutes coming up. Can LSU pull an upset? 19-9. We'll return to Baton Rouge right after this message and a word from your local station. The Tigers of LSU trying to pull an upset. And they open quarter number 4 with a 2nd down and 7 at their own 28-yard line. Rolls to his right, throws on the run, knocked down, incomplete. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 as we welcome you back.
They know on the road it's going to be tough. They played in big football games. It's not going to be easy to finish this game if you're LSU.
Almost picked off over there, intended for Justin Jefferson.
That's 2 straight passes that could have been interceptions for Georgia.
And so Georgia's going to get it right back.
Yes, they are. I mean, it's tough to put away a champion. And at time, if he wasn't held by Justin Jefferson's his arm, I think Baker would have had that one.
Mecole Hardman back there for Georgia saying, just give me a chance to touch it.
Well, I think he's going to get one here, don't you?
Unless Zach Von Rosenberg hits it a mile in the air, he might have a shot. And it is on the fly for Hardman. Trying to get to the edge, 45, midfield, into LSU territory, inside the 40. Just what the Georgia team needed.
And Jeremiah Holloman did a great job of not clipping the defender on that play, getting in front of it, and making the clean block. They're going to come back with Jake Fromm. The effectiveness of Justin Fields as you look at Kirby Smart, who's making all these decisions. You know, he had an idea, had a game plan to go for the fake field goal. He had the look. You go with it. He's used both quarterbacks. He's making all the decisions here to get his team into this football game, back into this football game.
Most points Georgia's been down in 12 years in this quarter in this situation. But they've got their best starting field position as well at the 38-yard line. Brian Harrion behind Jake Fromm. They're going to give it to Mecole Hardman trying to sweep. And all over that is John Battle along with Devin White. No game.
Yeah, the last time we saw John Battle, he was walking off the field injured. Well, he walked back on and made a great play. Again, stay outside, know where your help is, and then force and make the tackle.
And now Justin Fields comes back out at quarterback on a 2nd down and 10 as Jake Fromm goes to the sideline at least for this snap.
And the reason the value of Fields is that the LSU defense has to play him as a runner, and it makes the other runner more dangerous.
Two tight ends in there. They'll give it off to Brian Harriet, who hesitated for a moment. Then Devin White wrapped him up, and he got help from his friends. Got a positive gain out of what could have been nothing. And now it's coming up to 3rd down and 6. Fromm back in, Fields out. At the 34-yard line. Hardman in a slot to the right side. That's where Riley Ridley is as well. Corner blitz may be coming. It is. Holyfield picks it up from looking and waiting too long.
Gotta throw it. Now you're out of field goal range.
A loss of 9.
That's what I say. You see Kirby right there. I gave you the ball. We were in field goal range. I can't have you take me out of field goal range. This should have gone from a 10-point game to at least an attempt to make it a 7-point game.
Instead, it's Camarda to punt. He's had trouble keeping him in the field of play at times this year, trying to punt it down inside the 10. We'll see how he does with this one on 4th and 15. And whistles blow this one dead.
Yeah, not a big deal. Probably delay a game. You know, you put Jake Fromm in, plenty of experience.
Kicking team, 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
The only thing I could think about is it going through your head. Since you're switching quarterbacks and now it's your opportunity to make a play, you want to make a play.
Yeah.
And just try a little too hard.
Camarda's end-over-end punt taken around the 13-yard line by Giles. LSU, they've made life rough for Jake Fromm today. Another sack that took him out of field goal range. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Walt Disney World Resort, Kia Forte, Verizon, and by Chick-fil-A. Some aerial shots of Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. Don't forget, later in the game, play of the game presented by Napa Auto Parts.
Well, if I'm LSU, I'm challenging my offense. Can you run the ball? They ran for 110 in the first half, only 33 yards in the second half. And remember, the last 2 passes Joe Burrow threw were nearly intercepted. Georgia has shut down LSU's running attack in the second half.
Edwards-Helaire is the guy in the backfield right now from the 14. As Burrow will give it off to him, and this is a good run, and Edwards-Helaire into the secondary. LeCount's got to bring him down, but it's a big gainer.
You can almost feel it. They know if you're LSU, I'm in that huddle if I'm Joe Burrow, and I'm saying if we put a touchdown on the board, this is our game. It makes it a 17-point game. One drive, and we're going to win this baby. Now, it doesn't mean Georgia's going to think that way, but if I'm LSU, that's what I'm selling if I'm Joe Burrow.
Edwards-Helaire, who's always kind of been in the shadow of Darius Geis since middle school because they went to the same middle school and Catholic High here in Baton Rouge. Today he's coming out of that shadow. Here's a throw out to the fullback Carter. Doing a little bit of everything right now.
We used to call this play 626 fullback flat. We had it in my first year of NFL football, and everybody's got it.
Jefferson in motion. Play fake. Burrow loads it. Going deep middle. Got a man. Jefferson on the catch. In between 2 defenders.
I think Richard LeCount, number 2, the safety, thought he had it. I thought he thought that he had an interception on the play. Tyson Campbell was beat, but the free safety was standing right there. I thought when Joe Burrow threw it, he was crazy, but he got away with it.
Got it to the 18-yard line. Now the toss sweep. Edwards-Helaire heading toward the goal line. Did he get in? Not quite, but he's close.
And you know, Tony Carter caught a pass play, and this time he leads the toss sweep, and the hurry-up has given Georgia problems. Does he get in?
Pylon Cam as he does the splits.
Yeah, his right knee was down. I think it's short. Right knee down right there, ball short of the line, and then he spins in.
They line it up again, that close. Burrow again, that close. Touchdown, LSU. And Georgia's dream of staying unbeaten and number 2 in the country is fading quickly in Baton Rouge.
You knew this one was coming, and after Joe makes the touchdown, he comes back out and beating his chest. Remember, after last week, he was the guy that everybody said lost the game. He had to gut it up and come back and play this week.
Cole Tracy's point after is good.
When you're leader of the team, you show him you lead the team, and he did it.
And the sideline going wild with LSU with 9.5 minutes to go and a big lead.
Coming out.
Nico Hardman trying to make something happen.
He ran right through that
Collision.
tackle.
And now he lost the ball. LSU, I think, has got it. Might have been the kicker, Atkins.
They got the ball, LSU does. Holy cow. It was Patrick Queen, number 8, that had the hit on Hardman. And I was impressed with the way Nico Hardman ran right through that tackle. But bad things happened after that. The ball popped loose, and then the guy that ends up with it, did anybody touch the ball when any part of their body was out of bounds? Atkins is out of bounds. Does he come back in and establish himself?
Yeah.
Looks like LSU's going to snap it before anything can happen.
Wow. At the 14 on a turnover, Nick Brossette. Short gain.
So you stand around all game waiting for a kickoff return, and you finally get one. It's the wrong way for Georgia.
And then your kicker recovers it.
Yes.
Quarterback Joe Burrow leading the charge for LSU today from the state of Ohio. Big Cleveland Browns fan. He kind of likes the way the guy for the Browns plays.
Yeah, I asked him, you kind of got that personality like Baker Mayfield, and the Georgia fans know what trouble he gave them in that game in the semifinal, and his antics and his leadership. But Joe was also a team on the Ohio State team when Baker planted that flag at Columbus, and he said, I hated him then, but now that he's with the Browns, I kind of love the guy. He has that personality, that leadership personality of I want it all on me, and Joe Burrow has brought it to this team today.
Has he ever? 3rd down and 8 right here at the 12-yard line. Morrow, the tight end, in motion. They just keep it on the ground. Brossette, the safe plays, wrapped up by Jordan Davis. And so the guy that is perfect on the day, probably coming out for another field goal attempt. There's a flag down, though.
Illegal formation against the offense. More than 4 players in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
So the guy that's been Mr. Automatic so far for the most part, Cole Tracy, comes out. He already won the Fred Mitchell Award for the best non-FBS kicker when he was kicking at Assumption College, where he hit 68 field goals. And now he says he wouldn't mind being the Groza Award winner. Nobody's ever been able to do that because he transferred here. And right now he's on a pretty good roll.
I got a feeling that'll be an Aflac question in a few years.
Yeah.
Don't you think, if he does both?
Chris Carney, my buddy, who put that Fred Mitchell Award together, gave me that nugget last night. And he's still perfect. 5 for 5.
Well, it's obviously going to take 3 touchdowns.
That's a whole lot to ask with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. We're under 7 minutes.
And as you mentioned, Brad, it's got to be all hurry up. And Jake's got more experience than Justin Fields. And the rest of this game, it'll be hurry up and onside kicks.
Thomas and Divinity in the stop. First down, 30.
Officials were stopping play. They hadn't gotten the chains moved on the far side. And they still don't have them set, but Fromm's going to throw on the sideline anyway. Complete to Riley Ridley. Trying to get a little work done to get it down to the 25.
Well, Riley Ridley has been looking over the bench for some throws for about 2.5 quarters. And this time he's matched up against the All-American Greedy Williams, but it's a perfect throw from Jake Fromm, the back shoulder throw that he's so good at.
They finally got the chain set again. Georgia's trying to go hurry up, and I think they need a younger chain gang. They're having a hard time getting down the field. At the 27. From to the end zone. Touchdown, Riley Ridley. And there's the first score they needed.
Boy, he looked like his brother that time. He faked the corner route. He got on the safety and burned it badly to the middle. Watch him come into the safety, run on battle, fake the out, and just run right across his face. We've seen Kelvin run that one exactly like that.
Georgia utilized their time very well there. Only took them 1:20 to get it in the end zone. Blankenship for the point after. 29-16.
Blankenship's kick is good.
As Georgia goes 75 yards.
So now it'll be another decision by Kirby Smart. Does he go onside kick now or kick it deep?
Look back at this one. That is not over yet, but has only 6 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I think they're going to kick it deep. There's still 6 minutes to go. Might put the pressure right on this LSU offense to see if my defense can get a stop. As fast as they scored there, I'm thinking that LSU has to be gripping here.
Now they've got everybody up close, the Tigers that is, and one lone man back at the 20 is Edward Zeller. You see all 10 guys between the 45 and the 50, and Hilaire is all by himself back there inside the 20. So they're anticipating the onside kick.
A lot of space if you pooch this one high in the middle of the field. How will they do it?
And it's a line drive. Edward Zeller takes it on the hop at the 17 and knocked out of bounds shortly after the 20.
And he told the story about when there was a late turnover by Alabama. LSU had the ball in plus territory. They got a 3 and out. There was a personal foul, and all of a sudden a game that looked like was going to go LSU's way, we just persevered, kept playing, and got back in the game with a late screen pass to win it.
He said, we maybe shouldn't have won that one, but we did.
He's 11-1 in this stadium as a coach or as a player.
Brissett, and Brissett gets to the next level. Big first down run.
Nice cut back that time. Brissett was very patient.
They can get it down almost to the 5-minute mark if Burrow uses all of this play clock. He does a pretty good job of it. And now he's going to keep it himself. Joe Burrow on the run. A stiff arm. And Burrow trying to ice it himself.
tell you, when we met with him, you could tell he had those competitive instincts. When you walk away and you compete at Ohio State for a job and you lose and you say, you know where I'm going to go? I'm going to go to LSU. I know I got to play Alabama. I know I got to play Georgia. I want the challenge. He's taken it, and he has come through for this team. What a day for Joe Burrow.
A 59-yard run to the 4-yard line. And it's Brissett. He's going to walk in the corner. Touchdown LSU. What a performance by the Tigers on their home field today.
With those two big runs, LSU is over 250 yards rushing. They're at 262.
Extra point, up and good. And the Tigers of LSU taking command of this game. And Joe Burrow, their leader, did a lot of it. 59 yards to the 4, and number 4 took it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, you worry about that later, right?
Yeah, you worry about that in a month or so.
Exactly. But boy, is the East wide open now, huh?
Jake Fromm throwing deep. That's going to be intercepted. There was 2 guys there. Greedy Williams wanted it, and John Battle took it away from him.
Yeah. I think Greedy Williams was just cruising under the ball, and it bounced off of him, and Battle gets it.
Second interception of the year for Battle. Christian Fulton had one earlier today. Greedy Williams, who also has 2 interceptions on the season for LSU.
Top of the screen. He's not going to bite for anything short. He shows bump and run, but he's retreating all the way, playing the deep ball, and Battle took it right away from him. So speaking of the East with Georgia, I mean, that's the story here too. Remember, this is a team number 2 in the country. They don't come home again to play in Athens till November 10th against Auburn. So they're going to have an off week, and then they get Florida in Jacksonville, and then at Kentucky, both Florida and Kentucky with 1 loss.
Edwards roughed out of bounds at around the 16-yard line. Ed Orgeron has never lost back-to-back games after losing a game. He's come back and been perfect, and this is going to be the 21st straight October win for LSU here at Tiger Stadium.
And I most admire about what Ed has done here at this program at LSU is he's really got this team playing for the name in front of the jersey. I mean, you see it in his interviews. He always, go Tigers, at the end of it. He says it better than I do, but he goes, go Tigers at the end of it. And he has really sold these guys on how important it is to play for your teammates, the school, and this state.
Let's get another update in New York. Here's Adam Zucker. Thinking about Ed Orgeron, a story he told yesterday. He and his wife Kelly were going home the other day. They stopped and picked up some white beans and rice. He made a little mixture, and he said, I got home, I didn't have anything to eat it with, and something smelled really good. He said, my neighbor was cooking, grilling out. He said he came over and he had like a blue cheeseburger, but it was only a half a burger. He said it was great with my beans and rice. And then the guy said, you know, Coach, we enjoyed being at the game last time and we sat in the box. He said, if you want to come to the Georgia game, you better bring more than a half a hamburger.
Well, I'll tell you what, LSU played more than a half a game, and they deserve this one.
Yeah, this was a steak day.
You bet.
Georgia falls to 6-1 and 4-1. LSU climbs to 6-1 and 3-1. So there'll be a shakeup in the top 15 in the country as LSU will move forward in the rankings and Georgia will fall. Big, big home win for Coach O, and he's with Jamie right now down on the field.
Coach, once again, we find ourselves in a melee in a game that you guys weren't expected to win. How did you get this one done?
Tremendous team effort. Guys were hungry all week. A lot of respect for Georgia. We know we have to play our best ball. This is our best game by far of the year.
When did you know you took this game over?
You know, I just felt that the whole game, when we came out in the first half to play the way we did, we could physically stand with them. We stopped their running in the second quarter. I felt good about it.
Joe Burrow, the toughness, the way, I know what people want to tell him how to slide and how to get out of bounds, but his toughness today really carried you guys?
No question. Joe's tough. He's a leader. Give credit to the offensive line. This is a great defense. To put the amount of points we had, just a tremendous team win.
Coach, thank you. Congrats.
Go Tigers.
You knew she was going to wait for that last two words. Go Tigers, and it'll probably cost him a little bit by the crowd on the field. But it's time now for the play of the game presented by Napa Auto Parts. And I said, don't you think Georgia'd like to have this one back? Fake field goal attempt. Rodrigo Blankenship trying to get to the first down sticks and then lost the ball. LSU took over and then took over the game, really. And here's how Chris Blair called it on the LSU Tiger Radio Network.
Smart far side kicking towards the south end zone. On the year, he's 9 of 11 on field goals, and it's a fake. They pitch it coming to Blankenship near side, and he will be tackled. Lost the ball. Tigers may have it. They do at the 17-yard line. Bulldogs try to pull the gadget back, and it blows up in their face. Devin White comes up with the loose ball as they pitched it back to Blankenship. He was dead to rights at about the 15-yard line. Tigers had it all smothered up.
And that's the scene at Tiger Stadium as they rush the field after picking off the number 2 team in the country by 20, 36-16 final score. That's going to do it for us. We'll be in Knoxville next week. Hope you join us then. For Gary Danielson and Jamie Erdahl, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long from Baton Rouge. Final score, 36-16, the Tigers with the upset. The CBS Sports College Football Postgame Show presented by Capital One is up next, right after these messages. So long from Baton Rouge.